Michael Annett's death at just 39 years old stunned the NASCAR community, sending a wave of disbelief and sorrow through fans, drivers, teams, and everyone who had followed his journey. The news was confirmed by Junior Motorsports, the team where he spent the final years of his career before retiring due to injury. They announced that Michael, a respected competitor and a familiar face in the garage, had passed away unexpectedly. Tributes poured in immediately, and grief spread quickly across the sport. It was a loss that felt personal, heavy, and painfully unfair. After this heartbreaking news, today we are going to tell about the funeral announcement, the emotional reaction from Brad Keselowski and others, and how the racing world is remembering Michael Annett. Before anything else, the moment that captured the heart of millions was Brad Keselowski's tribute. Brad's words reflected not just sorrow, but a deep, genuine respect born from knowing Michael during their early years in the sport. He wrote that he remembered meeting Michael like it was yesterday. Two young, hungry racers trying to build their names in a profession that tests everything you have. Brad recalled how Michael rose through the ranks with a quiet, calm determination. He didn't need to talk loudly or grab attention. His discipline, focus, and skill did all the talking. Brad said that losing Michael hurts deeply, but he is grateful that Michael is no longer suffering. These words resonated across the community, reminding everyone that behind the helmets are real human lives, real struggles, and real friendships. Michael Annett's career was built on resilience, professionalism, and consistency. He spent more than a decade competing in NASCAR's National Series, taking part in over 436 races. In the Xfinity Series alone, he made 321 starts, becoming a steady, reliable presence and a driver that fans recognized instantly. While Michael earned just one National Series victory, the impact he made went far beyond trophies. NASCAR fans knew him for his work ethic, his discipline, and his determination. He was the kind of driver who showed up prepared, respected the track, respected competitors, and always gave everything he had. His greatest racing moment came in 2019 at Daytona. That season-opening victory is still considered his defining achievement. It was more than a win. It was a symbol of persistence. After dealing with injuries, pressure, and moments of doubt, Michael delivered a performance that reminded everyone of his talent. When he crossed the finish line, it wasn't just a celebration of skill. It was a celebration of endurance, mental strength, and the ability to rise after setbacks. Before he became known in NASCAR's higher levels, Michael proved his potential early in the ARCA Menard Series. He won at Talladega in 2007 and Daytona in 2008, demonstrating the instinct, courage, and racecraft needed to succeed in the sport. Those early victories positioned him as one of the most promising young talents on the rise. For many longtime followers of ARCA, those races were the first moments when they realized Michael Annett was someone special. Keselowski's tribute wasn't just an isolated message. It became the emotional center of how people remembered Michael. In the middle of all the statements shared across social media, Brad stood out. He talked about Michael's strength, his potential, and how their careers had once run parallel. He mentioned how Michael never chased attention. He simply worked hard and stayed true to the craft. Brad repeating that he is glad Michael is no longer suffering added a layer of reality that made fans pause. It revealed that Michael may have been fighting silent battles once. It's not visible to the public. Michael's retirement in 2021 came after a difficult stress fracture in his leg. The injury forced him to step away earlier than he had hoped. For someone who loved racing as deeply as he did, that decision was heartbreaking. But Michael faced it with honesty and dignity, focusing on long-term health. Even after retiring, he never left the NASCAR world emotionally. He stayed connected, continued to attend races, supported fellow drivers, and remained a calm, steady presence in the community. Junior Motorsports shared a powerful statement upon his passing. They said Michael was a key part of their organization, someone who helped shape the team into the four-car force it is today. He wasn't just another driver. He was someone whose presence mattered. People who worked with him described him as dependable, disciplined, and kind. He had a way of bringing calm to the garage, even on high-pressure weekends. Crew members spoke about how he treated everyone from mechanics to engineers with respect. The cause of Michael Annett's death has not been publicly released. Out of respect for the family, the NASCAR community has avoided speculation. What matters now is honoring his life, not analyzing his final moments. Brad Keselowski's words about Michael, no longer suffering, have led many to believe he may have been battling personal struggles privately. But the focus from everyone from fans, two teams, has remained on celebrating his life and comforting his loved ones as fans mourn his loss. One of the biggest questions has been about the funeral. People across the country want to pay their respects, send flowers, and stand with the family during this unimaginably difficult time. But right now, there is no official update on Michael Annett's funeral arrangements. No date, no location, no confirmed details. The racing community is giving the family time and privacy. Everyone trusts that when the family is ready, they will share the official announcement. Until then, the NASCAR world waits patiently, united in grief and solidarity. The reaction to his death has shown how connected the NASCAR community truly is. Drivers who once raced against him described him as hardworking, polite, and respectful. Some said he was one of the most disciplined drivers they had ever known. Others shared memories of how Michael would offer help or advice during long, stressful weekends. Fans reminisced about meeting him at the track, saying he was always friendly, always willing to take a photo or sign an autograph. Even during tight schedules, Michael's career wasn't built on drama or showmanship. He was a quiet, consistent achiever. He cared about improvement, not attention. That made him the kind of driver others respected deeply. His calm under pressure, his focus in the garage, and his steady performance through highs and lows made him a valuable competitor and a trusted teammate. His passing has prompted a wave of reflection. Fans have revisited his best races, his Daytona win, his ARCA victories, his interviews where he spoke with sincerity and humility. Commentators have described him as a reminder of why people love NASCAR. Because behind every car number is a real person with a real story. What hurts the most for many people is how young he was. At 39, he had so much of life ahead of him. He had more years to enjoy with family, more time to explore new opportunities in the sport, and more moments to shape his legacy even further. That sense of unfinished chapters has added an extra layer of sadness to his death. Support for his family is pouring in every hour. Messages filled with love, photos from fans, stories from former crew chiefs, and emotional posts from friends keep appearing. The entire community is standing behind the Annett family, offering strength and compassion. Whenever Michael's funeral is announced, it will be a deeply emotional moment. Drivers, teams, industry leaders, and fans will come together to honor not just the racer, but the man who gave everything he had on and off the track. The racing world will pause, and the tribute will be heartfelt, raw, and sincere. But for now, there is still no funeral update, and the community continues to wait with patience and respect. Michael Annett's life was defined by resilience, kindness, loyalty, and unshakable dedication. His legacy is carved not only into race results, but into the hearts of those he inspired. He leaves behind a story of courage and perseverance. He leaves behind memories that fans and friends will never forget. And he leaves behind a powerful reminder. Greatness isn't just in the victories, it's in the way you treat people. The way you face challenges and the way you carry yourself through life. His absence will be felt for years to come. His strength, humility, and unwavering spirit will continue to inspire. And as fans and friends wait for the funeral announcement, one thing remains certain. Michael Annett will always be remembered as a NASCAR driver who raced with heart, lived with integrity, and left a legacy that will never fade.